Dankie. Julle volgende skyn ons die kollig so 'n bietjie op ons diere, op ons brakkies. Natuurlik is ons baie lief vir ons honde en ons help jou graag om mooi na hulle om te sien. En ons sit vanoggend en gesels met Dr. Mats en ons gesels entstowwe, hoekom hulle so belangrik is en wat hulle vir jou hondjie kan doen.
Protecting our pets against harmful diseases is something that most animal lovers take very seriously, as we all should. With me this morning, Dr. Mats returns, the technical specialist from MSD Animal Health, of course the makers of Bravecto, to give us some insights into vaccinations. So important to protect our dogs as they start out in life and continue that protection. So just break it down for us. Why should we vaccinate our pets and what are some of the big pluses in doing so?
I think there are certain diseases that are extremely common. And the first protection is to the pet itself that receives the vaccination. The second level of protection is to their offspring when you have breeding animals. And then the third level of protection is to ourselves as human beings. In a previous segment, we mentioned zoonoses, which are diseases that we can pick up from animals.
Yeah.
So rabies is a classic example there. If we don't vaccinate our pets, we are at risk as well.
Okay, so rabies, that's one that generally sends the alarm bells going off. What are some of the other diseases and areas that we are vaccinating for and against?
We focus on what we call core vaccines, and those are the most common diseases that every single pet should be vaccinated against. So for dogs, what we focus on is distemper, for example, canine distemper, canine infectious hepatitis, parainfluenza, canine parvovirus, and rabies. Those are the big ones. As long as those basics are covered, the rest of the vaccines that are available are what we call optional or non-core vaccines.
So take me through the protocols then, the way that we approach these vaccinations.
Essentially, we start at the age of about 6 to 8 weeks, and the basic protocol involves doing 3 vaccinations 3 to 4 weeks apart. And that is your bare minimum starting point. Then that gets boosted 6 to 12 months later, and that completes the pediatric series of vaccines. We then shift over to the adult protocol.
And how often should we be protecting our dogs? Do they last 6 months, 3 months throughout their life? How often should we be going into to make sure that they're protected?
I think a lot depends on the actual lifestyle that you live. A dog that is very active and out and hunting in the wild is exposed to a lot more threat than a dog who might be a couch potato and be sitting at home and never leaving the property. So if you speak to your vet and use the Nobivac range, you can then match that protocol to the lifestyle of that pet.
Thank you so much. We know that you and your team at Bravecto are also providing holistic protection in other areas as well. But so important to get there at the beginning. Vaccinate as much as you can. Protect them from the very start in life. Well, you want to join us for our next Bravecto segment where Dr. Mats will share some insights into more common diseases that can threaten our beloved friends. We're going to focus on 2 very important ones.
Some great advice there. Thank you so much, Dr. Mats and Graham. Now, extend the picture of health for your dog and get in line to win some really awesome prizes with Expresso and Bravecto. Now, 3 lucky winners per week will walk away with a year's supply of Bravecto, and all the weekly winners go into the grand prize draw to win a Bravecto hamper and 5,000 Rand cash. So what you need to do is visit the Bravecto South Africa Facebook page or expressoshow.com to find out more.
For extraordinary pet, you need extraordinary care. Give your dog 12 weeks protection against ticks and fleas in just 1 tasty treat with Bravecto.